Hello, English learners. In this video, I want to attempt to get you out of the habit of using the same boring adverbs, right? There's nothing wrong with using adverbs like very or extremely, but as you advance in your English speaking abilities, it is important to use more precise adverbs, more advanced adverbs. I'm going to introduce you to 9 different precise adverbs that English speakers use quite often. And then I will have a little practice for you at the end of this video. So if that's something you're interested in, keep watching. First, we have tentatively. Tentatively. So tentatively means in a hesitant or uncertain manner or kind of way. So, for example, I could say she tentatively agreed to join the team, but she still needed to check her schedule. So usually we talk about this when we're setting plans, but we're not sure if we can move forward with those plans for one reason or another. So she tentatively, meaning she scheduled, but she's still kind of uncertain. We could also say he tentatively agreed to the plan, but he was still unsure if he liked it as is. So he was still uncertain or unsure if the plan was good enough. But he still agreed, but just kind of not fully. Next, unwittingly. Unwittingly. This means without knowing or accidentally. So I could say he unwittingly stepped on his dog's foot. He didn't mean to. He did it by accident. It wasn't intentional. Or I could say Claire unwittingly revealed the secret. You know, she didn't know she was revealing the secret. It was just an accident. Inadvertently. Inadvertently. So this is actually a synonym of the word we just went over. I could say I unwittingly am teaching the word inadvertently right after I taught unwittingly. Sorry, I hope that doesn't confuse you. But inadvertently means accidentally or without intention. So I could say she inadvertently deleted the important files. Uh-oh, she made a mistake. By accident, all of the files are gone because of this woman. Or I could say she inadvertently left her phone in the meeting room and it was found by someone else. Allegedly. Allegedly. Next we have allegedly. Allegedly. And this means supposedly, believed to be true, but not proven, right? So I could say the suspect allegedly was at the scene of the crime. There's no way of really proving it. It's just something that we believe to be true. Allegedly, he was at the scene. Or I could say the singer allegedly canceled her concert due to illness, but no official statement was made. So people can assume that she canceled the concert due to illness, but we can't say for sure. It is just an allegation. It is just allegedly true. Conceivably. Conceivably. Conceivably is used when you are talking about a situation or event that could happen or be true based on what is known or believed, but there is no guarantee. It's possible even if it is not very likely or you are not completely sure. So I could say the idea of living on Mars is conceivably within the realm of future science. It could happen. It's possible, right? Or I could say with enough practice, she conceivably could become a professional musician. So it might not be likely, but it's a possibility. It's conceivable. Next, Notoriously. Notoriously. This adverb means known widely and often unfavorably, or famous for something bad or negative. It is used when someone or something is well known because of something negative or just undesirable. It's known for a bad reason. It has a negative reputation. So I could say the city has notoriously bad pollution. It's known for its bad pollution. Or Carter is notoriously late all the time. Carter has a bad reputation for being late. Next up, subsequently. Subsequently. This adverb means afterward, later, or following that. It is used to talk about something that happens after a specific event or point in time. It means that one thing happens after another thing. So it's showing the order of events. So what happens next? So I could say the alarm went off and subsequently everyone evacuated the building. Or the storm passed and subsequently, so after, the sun started to shine again. Next, unilaterally. Unilaterally. The adverb unilaterally means done by one side or one person alone. So it is without the agreement or say or participation of other people. And it's often used in situations that involve decision making or actions taken by only one person or party. So it means doing something by yourself or on your own without help or the agreement of other people. So if I said the president unilaterally decided to change the law, he made that decision by himself. Or the small country unilaterally declared independence from its neighbor, it means that it decided to do that on its own. The neighboring country didn't agree to that decision. Then we have marginally. Marginally. So this adverb means slightly or by just a small amount. It's used when we want to describe something that changes or happens by just a little bit. So it suggests that the change or difference is not very big. So if I say he felt marginally better after taking the medicine, then he didn't really feel much better, but just a little bit. Or the price increased marginally last month. There was just a slight increase in the price. So here's where you can pause the video and you can use some of these words that you learned in this video to fill in the blanks in these sentences. And I apologize in advance because I know the print is very, very tiny. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in my comment section. But after this slide, you will see the slide where the answers are. So you can check to see if you got things correct. That's all we have, English learners. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're interested in English learning lessons like this. Feel free to leave a comment if you feel so inclined to, and until next time.